Guys, what's going on? Back again with another Arbitrum ecosystem update. As usual, nothing in this video is financial advice, and everything I say is my opinion, and my opinion alone. Let's jump right into it. First tweet today by Offchain Labs. What does EIP-4844 mean for users on L2? Our co-founder and chief scientist at Felton, researcher Akaki, and David from the Ethereum Foundation share their research on data savings for rollups using blobs. I'm not going to jump into the entire post as usual, but a TLDR is if you want to look into the thread, because there's a blog post and there's a shorter thread as well, is that this post essentially highlights how EIP-4844 works, how it'll affect Arbitrum, Arbitrum 1 in particular as a rollup. And I think it also applies to other rollups as well, you know, Optimism and other general purpose optimistic rollups too. So definitely take a look if you're interested in anything EIP-4844 related. This is going to be a very, very big update. I know, you know, a ton of people are looking forward to learning more about how EIP-4844 works, whether it's technically or just from like a user perspective. This thread, I think, does kind of have it a little bit TLDR-y, kind of a little bit more understandable than most posts out there probably. So definitely take a look if it's something that you're interested in. We have a tweet here by Sanko Game Corp. They say Sanko Mainnet, March 2024, all systems go, DMT. Got some crazy visuals coming from the Sanko community here. For those of you who don't know, Sanko is essentially, they're kind of a mix between like a live streaming service now, as well as kind of like an arcade machine. Pretty cool stuff, pretty degenerate stuff, I should say, going on in Sanko. But they have an Arbitrum Orbit chain launching, which is essentially an L3 on top of Arbitrum 1. And it looks like they have announced that it's officially going live on March, which is amazing. And for those of you who don't know, testnet actually is live right now. So if you did want to kind of mess around with that, you couldn't do that, I think, literally right now. Check in their Discord for any more details on that. But yeah, I'm very excited to see Sanko Mainnet go live. We have a tweet here by ApeChain. Interested in learning more about AIP-378, the ApeChain proposal built on Arbitrum tech with growth led by Horizon Labs. Oh, that was a run-on sentence. Hold on, I'm gonna hit that again. I'm so sorry. Are you interested in learning more about AIP-378, the ApeChain proposal built on Arbitrum tech with growth led by Horizon Labs? There you go. Join us tomorrow with Arbitrum co-creator Stephen Goldfeder, along with BlockchainZilla, VP of Ecosystem Growth at Horizon. Now that actually happened today, an hour and 20 minutes long. I highly recommend you take a look at this at Space, even if you're not interested in ApeChain and the whole kind of, I'm going to say kind of like competition between different chains, and which chain the ApeCoin community will choose to have ApeChain live on. But more so if you're also just interested in learning more about Arbitrum tech and how it works and what's possible with it. Stephen did a great job at explaining the intricacies of like stylus, orbit chains, and all that other stuff related to Arbitrum tech. So highly recommend looking into it if you're interested in literally anything Arbitrum tech related, but also if you're interested in kind of the future of the ApeCoin community. I think last I checked, it might be kind of annoying to bring it up now, but last I checked, the voting for the ApeCoin DAO was actually, I think it was in Arbitrum's favor. We'll take a look right now. Why not? Bam. Yeah, right now you have 19 million ape. 19 million ape is voting in favor of an Arbitrum ApeCoin chain. 9 million in favor of a Polygon one, 4.8 million in an Optimism one, and 3 million in a ZK Sync one. So definitely, we're at the wire here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I could say here that I think Arbitrum's gonna win, but you never know. There's about 24, 29 hours left until the end snapshot day ends, and technically I think you can change votes in between now and then. And people obviously I'm sure still are sitting on the sideline waiting to kind of cast their vote last minute. Classic as usual. I think this guy kind of gets a little stressed out whenever I talk a little loudly, so excuse him. Let's continue on to the next one. We have a post here by Tally. Tally says the Arbitrum DAO's Long-Term Incentives Pilot Program, or LTIPP, has reached quorum. Voting ends in 4 days before the proposal enters time lock awaiting execution. Check out the full proposal below. So I explained LTIPP a little while ago on another one of the posts that I did, but TLDR is that it's essentially a long-term incentive pilot proposal meant to pretty much test the waters out for a longer term program that involves providing incentives for projects building within the Arbitrum ecosystem. The short term incentive proposal, or program, I should say, had passed in October, and that's actually been going on strong up until I think it's actually some of the projects are still distributing some of their funds right now. So there actually has been a good amount of funds or incentives being distributed within the DeFi sector of Arbitrum. But this program is essentially going to be most likely, if this pilot one goes well, the bigger one is going to be a lot larger in scope, and I think they're going to ask for a lot more funding. To put it in context, this pilot program, again, it's a pilot, is actually essentially voting and transferring 45 million ARB, which in today's prices is $93 million, as incentives to pilot this program out to see how it works. So yeah, and again, this hasn't technically passed yet. There's 4 days left for voting. This post was just signing off that it has hit quorum. So in its current state, it will pass. But you never know. Someone could come in and just cancel it all out, technically. There's 4 days left, I think. I think that's how it works. Technically, if an equal amount of against votes come in, then I guess it'll be against, but we'll see. Definitely exciting things happening. I love to see movement within the DAO. I will say, I think like whether like these proposals long term work or not, I just love the precedent that things can happen within the DAO in a timely manner. Because I think that's the most important thing that you can have happen: a decentralized system that can operate efficiently. Because frankly, all these things are opinions, right? I could argue that I think this is a dumb idea, but so could someone else, and maybe someone else thinks it's a great idea, right? I just think that things happening is good. Maybe I should stop talking. I think things happening within a DAO structure are good, because at the end of the day, like these things historically move relatively slow, very bureaucratic in nature, and decentralized doesn't mean things should be slow. It should just mean that they're more secure. So shout outs to the DAO for doing their thing. Everyone in the DAO is doing an amazing job. It's actually incredible. All right, we have a post here by Andy. Just recorded a dope interview with Sobi about Zai Games, an L3 ApeChain built atop Arbitrum orbit. We talked about his thesis on chain gaming and why Arbitrum is positioned to be a leading hub for game developers in 2024. Very bullish vibes coming soon. You guys already know, very bullish on Sobi. Great guy. And I also wanted to shout out this tweet in particular because I'm also a big fan of the roll-up. Andy, as well as Robbie, what those guys do over there. I remember not too long ago, actually, it was a while ago. It was about like 2 years ago at ETH Denver 2022. Andy ran up to me and was like screaming about Magic hitting like all-time high. I think it was like $6 at the time. Boy, was that a long time ago. We need those times back. I want to see Andy again, 2024, at ETH Denver, screaming to me about all-time highs in every token. Not financial advice. But that being said, shout outs to these guys. These guys have been killing it. I love to see good people doing good things, especially interviewing Sobi, who is also an amazing person. So, give these guys a follow. Definitely make sure to watch this when it does come out. I think they post their stuff on X and YouTube. Could be wrong, but give them a follow, and I guess you'll be able to see where it ends up getting posted. And then we're gonna end off the Arbitrum news with this one, and then I have something kind of surprise at the end. But we have a tweet by Tarochi Game. Tarochi's thesis. Tarochi has cemented itself as not just the first game on Zai, but one of the top NFT collections in all of Arbitrum. For every new project wanting to collab with us, you get a new limited edition monster and a whitelist capture card airdrop to Genesis trainer holders. As I just said, Tarochi is actually an NFT collection, or a game, I should say, on Zai. I think the NFT collection that they're talking about, being the top one on Arbitrum, is actually the season pass here. I don't have too many details beyond, obviously, it being the top one by transfers. It hurts. Top ones by transfers currently. But hey, it's great to see that these guys are killing it on Arbitrum 1, at least for the season pass. And I'm definitely looking forward to, probably playing their game on Zai too. This is the kind of interoperability I think we're going to see a lot more in 2024, 2025. Essentially this there's like the normalization of projects being within the same chain ecosystem, but on multiple chains. So you have Tarochi kind of using Arbitrum 1, it seems like right now is like its home base for their season pass or maybe anything else that they have there. but the game itself seems to live on Psi, which is pretty cool. I think that's actually pretty awesome. Because I mean, Arbitrum 1, I made a tweet the other day. It's like I think it said it was like the crypto's liquidity layer or something, because it's a kind of insane how much liquidity lives on Arbitrum. So it makes sense that they have like maybe one of their core kind of NFTs there on mainnet. But that being said, I do wanted to hit on this tweet here, going a little bit away from Arbitrum here. Our folks at StarkNet, they have some very, very exciting things happening within their ecosystem, it seems like. A lot of people are definitely hinting at there might be a token drop coming soon. I'm not, I have no idea if there is a token drop coming soon. I hope everything goes well for them. And if there is, I'm probably not getting anything, to be honest with you. I think it's one of the problems with being so engulfed in an ecosystem is that you kind of forget to use any other one. Not really. I mean, I've used StarkNet before, but I probably have not used it enough to get any airdrop. But anyways, shout outs to Abdel. I know they've gone through a lot with kind of navigating their community strategy and kind of scaling Ethereum with Starks. We actually also interviewed the co-founder Ellie not too long ago on Beneath the Layers, which I'll shill in a little bit. But that being said, if you have used StarkNet, then here you go. He's not claiming that this is an airdrop. To be clear, he just put a wolf, but I have no idea what else this could be. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm excited. But as usual, we'll end it off with a shill of Beneath the Layers. It's a community-focused show dedicated to showcasing entrepreneurs in Web3 and telling their stories. As I mentioned, I actually had Jill on, who's a CSO at Espresso Systems, Ellie from Starkware, as well as a couple of other amazing entrepreneurs and Web3 builders like G-Funk, Amit from Proof of Play, and a couple of people from Offchain Labs and Prism as well. Feel free to watch it on X, YouTube, Spotify, any of those other podcasting platforms. You'll be able to find it everywhere. But that being said, guys, you know what? Before I end off, I think I might be doing a video tomorrow, but there's a small chance that I actually end up not, because your boy is going to be on vacation. Yes, I'll be in Brazil, so if you see me out there, give me a little hello. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing any of these videos while I'm out in Brazil. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate all the love and support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out.